Hey guys, so today David and I are going to share with you guys how to diversify your real estate portfolio. So we're breaking this down into three categories. So you have location, the type of property, and then your strategy. So diversity, in my opinion, is really important. There's two schools of thought that I feel like are fairly common in the real estate investing industry. One school of thought, which I don't agree with, is learn something inside and out, get really good at it, and just repeat that one thing over and over and over and over again. And then the other school of thought is to diversify your portfolio. So I see the benefit in just doing one thing, getting really good at it, and repeating it over and over and over again. But what if that one thing that you're getting good at is something that is going to kill you in the end, or like hypothetically speaking, and or something that maybe isn't going to perform as well as something else might have had you diversified. So personally, me, I diversify in really all three of these categories. So the first thing is location. So you have different locations. So whether it's different cities within one state, or whether it's different countries, or whether it's different states, or whatever it is, I do see value in having, a few different locations. I wouldn't go crazy in this because every time you buy in a location, you have to have a team together. So personally, I predominantly invest in two different locations. So I have a team in one location and then I'm in the other location. And so if you're able to find a good team in a location and then invest where you're currently at, that's a great way to diversify based off of location. And then location could even go as far as like investing in C-class neighborhoods and then going and investing in an A-class neighborhood, suburb, or whatever it is. And then the second one, type. So you could single family homes, small multifamily, large multifamily, short-term rental. Those are the main types of investment properties and the main type we talk about on the show. I think it's a good goal to have one of each. Like if you could get to where you have one of each, you're probably pretty safe. And then from there you can build up. And maybe you have to buy three small multifamily homes before you get to a bigger 5+ unit. But I think having one of each is a great idea because, maybe your short-term rental performs really well, but when that's not performing really well, your other ones perform well. And so you're able to diversify that way. Personally, I'm starting to try and buy more single family homes, which maybe, David, we could do a whole episode on single family homes. But I have pretty much all multifamily in my portfolio. And so I'm trying to acquire some more single family homes to diversify. And then the third thing, strategy, are you going to fix and hold, fix and flip, buy and hold, sell? Like, what's your strategy? I mean, personally, I never go into any property with I have a game plan, but I never go in and I'm like, I'm going to do this and this and this. I kind of let the property tell me what I should do with it. If it's a property that I see potential to sell in the future, I might do that. Or if it's a property to hold, I'll do that. And so typically I try to find properties that need a little bit of work, and then I can fix it up and then decide what to do. But I also have bought properties that have been fully remodeled, and so I diversified in that manner as well. So diversity is so important in your portfolio and to protect you and to help you grow. And yes, one faucet could be a lot heavier than the others, but I do think it's important to have a little bit of diversity in all three categories, if not in one or two of the categories. David, your 2 cents?
The coolest thing about real estate is that you can be highly diversified. And, you don't get stuck in a place where you're just putting money into, I guess in any investment, there's opportunity to diversify. It just feels like real estate, you just have so many different ways that you can invest. The type, the location, and the strategy, each one of those categories has dozens of ways to diversify inside of that category. And so it's a cool thing to be involved in real estate. And I love your mentality of like getting out there and having some different experiences and different and experiencing different types of real estate investing. For me, I've sort of leaned into one particular type of real estate, and that's commercial multifamily. That being said, we're highly diversified inside of that property type from an asset class perspective. So, dealing with C class and B class and A class properties in highly diversified across geographic locations, and also business plan and hold period. So like on some of our deals, it's a buy and hold strategy that we intend on refinancing in a few years and then holding long term. Others where we're selling within 3 to 5 years. So even inside of the world of just commercial multifamily, there's ways to be highly diversified. So I think real estate is a great asset for that reason.
Yeah, and I think one other thing that is so awesome about real estate is that all these different strategies are accessible. So like kind of like David was saying is you can invest in all these different strategies, but the even cooler thing is that you're able to. Like it's accessible to anyone really if once you gain the capital experience or equity, however you're buying these properties, it's really accessible to anyone to diversify and just add a layer of protection. So two schools of thought, get really good at one thing and repeat it, and then diversify. In my opinion, the smarter school of thought is diversity. But I do see the appeal of the other one. I would just say if you are in the school of thought where you get really good at something and repeat it, just know that like there's so much more to learn, and maybe you'll learn something over here in this category that will help you in this other category, and it just protects you a little bit more, and you're probably, I don't know, I guess I don't think you're going to make more money one way or the other. Honestly, I think it's going to be just more of a protection standpoint.
I think
And
I think the downfall to going into unfamiliar territory is that there's always nuances to a strategy and to a property type and a geographic location. So there's always nuances for that. One way to overcome that is to partner with other people that may be experienced in that area or do a large amount of research to become very familiar with what you're dealing with. That's the downfall to that. Also, the benefit to it is that there's opportunity in every type of market, every type of asset class, every type of strategy.
yeah, that's great. That's it for today. For more daily investing tips and real estate secrets, don't forget to visit breakfreerealestate.com and make sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast. We will see you tomorrow.